Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tedy B, and this is Made Scratch Texas. We're coming to you today from the corporate headquarters of Scratch Catering in South Lake, Texas. One of the things we're going to do today, people always ask me, Chef, what are your favorite appetizers? Well, asking me something like that is asking me like, which one of my kids is my favorite? You really can't have a favorite, but we've picked 3 today that are extremely easy to make, very popular with the clientele, some of our best sellers. We're going to start off with a beef tenderloin lollipop skewer, followed up with a bourbon glazed jumbo Gulf shrimp, and then lastly we're going to do our fried mac and cheese balls. So go get your favorite cocktail, glass of wine. I'll meet you back on the couch here and get this party started. Hey everybody, welcome back. So in today's episode we're going to do 3 of our most popular appetizers at Scratch Catering. We're going to start with the beef tenderloin lollipops. And like every cut of protein we bring in our kitchen, is all USDA prime cut. We've trimmed the tenderloin down. This is about 1 pound of prime beef, and we're going to cut this into 1 ounce medallions. So I like to go about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and then cut it here, cut it there. So that's going to get you, after it's cooked, about 1 ounce, 1.25 ounces of protein in each bite. And we're going to cut 6 of these up. So everything we sell is by the dozens. So we're going to make a half of an order of beef tenderloin. After everything is cut, put in a bowl, we're going to coat it with some extra virgin olive oil, some of our coarse black pepper, our coarse sea salt. Toss and mix this around. And then what we think sets us apart of why our beef is so flavorful, we top all of our beef and coat it with some dark roast French coffee. So after you toss it, the olive oil kind of acts as the glue that holds all the spices onto the beef. And when you're done, your beef will look like this. So go get that glass of wine and cocktail refill. We're going to come back and wrap some shrimp, and we're going to hit my happy place, the top of the grill. We'll come right back to see me. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we've got our beef tenderloin medallions. They're kind of marinating in the bowl, waiting for us to get the shrimp done. Now we're going to take 6 jumbo shrimp, fresh from the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to individually wrap them with bacon. Again, I like to start at the tail. We leave the tails on. Number 1, it makes for a nice presentation. Number 2, kind of gives you something to hang on to when you put it in your mouth. So we take the bacon, wrap it completely around the entire shrimp, and as you're wrapping it around the shrimp, you want to pull the bacon taut. That way, as you're grilling it, it's going to stay in place. You take that last piece of bacon and tuck it up underneath. We'll do another one. So I like to use applewood bacon. Kind of gives you, it's been smoked, kind of gives you a nice flavor. Even though we're going to smoke it over hickory, still just gives a nice flavor profile. So there's 2 of them. I'll repeat this process 4 more times and then we'll catch the grill. Y'all come back and see me. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we've got the beef tenderloin cut, seasoned, marinating. I've got our Gulf shrimp wrap. Let's get over to the top of the grill. So I've got the grill running at about 500 degrees. They're going to cook real quick for us. We're going to put the shrimp on one side. We'll put the beef tenderloin on the other side. For our shrimp, we're just going to season with a little kosher seasoned salt and some coarse black pepper. So the tenderloin is going to cook very quick, as well as the shrimp. Shrimp we are not going to turn. We're just basically going to let them get smoked on the bottom side of the bacon cooked. We'll pull the shrimp, same time we'll pull the tenderloin, but we'll put those in the oven to finish off the top of the bacon at 350 degrees for about 7 minutes. Tenderloin is going to cook in probably about 4 minutes. Y'all come back and see the final product. All right, so the beef tenderloin's been cooking about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. We're going to go ahead and turn each piece. And as you can see, the shrimp, we're not gonna flip them. As you can see how the tails are getting pink, so I know the bacon underneath is getting cooked. We'll take the shrimp off the same time we take the beef tenderloin off, and we'll start plating. Y'all come right back and see me. Alrighty, well we flipped the last bit of the tenderloin. Again, we're not gonna touch the shrimp. We're gonna let it finish cooking off. And while that tenderloin's finishing up, let's go ahead and make our bourbon glaze. So we start off with about a teaspoon of honey. We're gonna put maybe a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then obviously we need some rye bourbon to make it our bourbon sauce. Thanks to our friends at Land Run for being our bourbon sponsor. They will be in full production in 2024, and when you get a chance, you have to try it. It's arguably some of the best bourbon I've ever put in my mouth. All right, so the bourbon sauce is done. Let's go ahead and pull the beef tenderloin and the shrimp. So the shrimp are done on one side. This top side will be finished in the oven. But before we put them in the oven, we're gonna glaze them with our bourbon glaze. So I've got 6 shrimp. They've been seasoned, cooked on one side, glazed with bourbon. We're gonna throw these in the oven at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes to crisp up the top piece of the bacon. And in the meantime, we're gonna come back, we'll get the beef tenderloin skewered up, and then jump right into our mac and cheese balls. Y'all come back and see us.
In the heart of the American frontier, where legacies are born and spirits thrive, lies land that offers the perfect blend of quality raw materials, exceptional natural resources, and an extremely erratic environment. An environment perfect for producing premium whiskeys. Land Run Distillery. Premium whiskeys rooted in tradition.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we got the bourbon glazed shrimp done. They're in the oven cooking. Tenderloin, we're getting ready to skewer it. Our last appetizer, which seems to be one of the most popular, is our fried mac and cheese balls. Now at Scratch Catering, mac and cheese is probably by far one of our most popular and requested sides. So I'm going to show you how we make our mac cheese. Then we'll go through the tedious process of making and rolling the balls, deep frying them, and getting ready to serve to your guests. So let's get started. Our mac cheese recipe is real easy. Like the name says, it's 3 cheeses. We do fresh, sharp cheddar cheese, smoked Gouda, goes in the pot. We use processed cheese. A lot of people make their own bechamel sauce. I think this gives it a more creamier flavor, more creamier consistency. A couple cups of whole milk. Some table salt, coarse black pepper, and some of our Cajun seasoning. And that, my friends, is our 3 cheese mac sauce. We've taken the liberty of going ahead and boiled our micro noodles. So our normal mac cheese, we use a shell pasta, and that's because the curvature of the shell, the cheese finds its way in the shell, makes for a more decadent bite. But for the mac cheese balls, we need to use a small elbow mac so we have some consistencies to make the ball. So I'm gonna take this over to the cooktop, get it boiled down, and we're gonna come back and we'll show you how to make our mac cheese balls. So get your glass refilled, pour wine, bourbon, beer, whatever your spirits are, come back and join me. Hey everybody, welcome back. All right, so we mixed our mac and cheese sauce, we boiled the noodles, mac and cheese sauce has been melted down. So we've combined the two, and that's what the finished product's gonna be before we make the balls. So taking our fork, what's really gonna have to help meld the consistency to make the ball is we kind of smash some of the noodles down and kind of break them apart. You don't want to crush them, but you just kind of want to break the noodle up into small pieces. It helps form the consistency of the ball. So we've done that. We take our scooper, and we form our balls. So as you're forming the ball, it'll feel like it wants to fall apart, but really you're just going to set it on your tray, and we're going to replicate this process 12 times, Then what we'll do is we'll take these in the freezer to get them to set up. We'll come back, egg wash them, panko batter them, and into the deep fryer. So y'all come back and join me, and we'll have some fried mac and cheese when we're done. Hey everybody, welcome back. All right, so the shrimp have come out of the oven, tenderloin's ready to be assembled, mac and cheese balls are out of the deep fryer. Let's go ahead and put the tenderloin together. We buy bamboo skewers. We fire roasted some grape tomatoes. It gets 1 piece of tomato, 1 piece of sauteed purple onion, and that is your beef tenderloin lollipop. So we'll go ahead and replicate this process. So the cool thing about all these appetizers is they can be made ahead of time. You can grill the tenderloin, it can sit in the fridge, you just have to warm it up. The shrimp can be made ahead of time, grilled. You could actually even freeze them, then you can thaw them out, put them in the oven and bake them off. Very, very versatile. So we've got some of the tenderloin skewered up. I've got 6 shrimp. I've got 3 mac and cheese balls. We're ready to sit down and enjoy. Y'all come back, we'll wrap this up. Be back to you in 2 minutes.
From the most casual get-togethers to the grandest affairs, Scratch Catering has mastered the art of catering in Dallas-Fort Worth. And it's not just our food, but our personal touch and exceptional service that sets us apart. Why settle for anything not made scratch? Trust Scratch Catering to make every event memorable.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we've got the mac and cheese balls plated. I've got the beef tenderloin skewers, and while we were away, we whipped up some little chimichurri sauce to kind of give it a nice drizzle, some color, some enhanced flavor. Our bourbon glazed shrimp. Everything's plated, everything's ready for your guests to come by, but I could not let you guys leave without just seeing what's inside some of this mac and cheese goodness. Take some of the mac cheese balls. So we make our ranch fresh in-house. I like to take some fresh ranch, put on the mac and cheese balls. Oh my God, it's a bit of heaven. These make perfect appetizers for the holiday season. Christmas is right around the corner. Your guests will be amazed. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm Chef Tedy B. Y'all be sure to come back next week and join me for another episode of Made Scratch, Texas. Thanks for joining me.